Hey, good morning, everyone. It's 8 o'clock, so I'd like to call the May 11th Finance meeting to order. We do not have physical quorum, so members not present are permitted to attend remotely. A member of the committee, chief administrator officer, or chief legal counsel are physically present at the regular
Worst.
in-person attendance and public comments are subject to attendance limitations. Health and safety of those who attend. So a roll call.
I have my headphones on.
I thought I was going to be able to hear this.
You can.
Can we have a roll call, please? Here.
Here,
She said here.
here, sorry.
Member Covert, Member Desart,
Here.
Member DeCiani.
Here.
Member Eckhoff, Member Garcia,
Here.
Member Hart, Member Krajewski,
I can't hear it if you put your.
Member LaPlante,
Here.
Member Ozog,
Here.
Member Pachowski, Member Renahan, Member Rutledge,
Here.
Member Schwarzy,
Here.
Member Tornatori,
Here.
and Member Zay.
Here.
And I'm sorry, Ms. Chairman, I am present. My iPad was not connecting earlier. Sadia Covert is present.
Thank you.
Thank you. Physical forum. Do we have any public comment today? Okay, no public comment. With that, I'll move on to my chairman remarks. So interim regulations were issued yesterday to provide guidance on the spending for the American Rescue Plan Act funds. Staff will review the guidelines in preparation for what we envision as the first of several special call meetings starting in June. We plan to hold the special call meetings immediately following finance as opposed to the marathon meeting we held last year. We have a lot more time to spend those funds. We have until December of 2024. So we thought spreading those meetings out between finance and county board would be a better use of our time rather than having a huge long meeting. As you know, DuPage County is in a unique and once in a lifetime position to make capital and community investments, which will bring direct relief to individuals and families suffering from financial and emotional hardships brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic and change the way the county does business into the future. So again, if you have ideas and requests, please send those over to Nick, Cheryl, and Jeff. Also, if you have any questions that you would like to see on the budget survey, please send them to Joan. We'd like to get that survey out a little bit earlier this year. And lastly, on today's agenda, you'll see an item under number 10, a presentation by Clerk Kasmerick on voting equipment. The purpose of today's meeting is we're seeking general consensus by this body in support of the clerk putting out a request for proposal for new voting equipment. The new voting system is going to be very costly, something that needs to be separate from our regular budgeting process. The purchase of new voting equipment is a one-time capital need, and the plan is to fund the equipment through reserves or the American Rescue Plan if it qualifies. In 2019, the board purchased 1,000 poll books. The last time DuPage County purchased election equipment, such as touchscreen machines and OptiScanners, was 20 years ago. We all know the discussion of new election equipment has been on the radar for some time, and we know the purchase of election equipment is long overdue. So I look forward to Clerk Kasmerick's presentation later in the meeting. So with that, I will move to approve the minutes of the finance meeting from April 27, 2021.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Member Renahan.
Second.
Second, member Garcia. Okay. Can we have a roll call?
Member Renahan, Member Rutledge.
Aye.
Member Schwarzy,
Aye.
Member Tornatori,
Aye.
Member Zay,
Aye.
Member Chaplin,
Aye.
Member Chavez,
Aye.
Member Covert,
Aye.
Member Desart,
Aye.
Member DeCiani,
Aye.
Member Eckhoff, Member Garcia,
Aye.
Member Hart, Member Krajewski,
Aye.
Member LaPlante,
Aye.
Member Ozog,
Aye.
and Member Pachowski.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, we have budget transfers. I'll move to approve FIR 027221. Budget transfers 511, various companies and county units. Second on that? Okay, we have a motion by Chaplin, second by Member Wachowski. A roll call, please.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Member Colbert.
Aye.
Member Desart.
Aye.
Member DeCiani.
Aye.
Member Eckhoff. Member Garcia.
Aye.
Member Hart.
Aye.
Member Krajewski.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Member Ozark.
Aye.
Member Pachowski.
Aye.
Member Renahan. Member Rutledge.
Aye.
Member Schwarzy.
Aye.
Member Tornatori.
Aye.
And Member Zay.
Aye.
All ayes, the motion carries. Move on to item 7, procurement requisitions, health and human services. Member Renahan.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to combine HHS items 7A, 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are all care center contracts.
We have a motion to combine.
So move.
Is there a second? by-
Second, Schwarzy.
Okay, please proceed. Oh, yes, roll call, I'm sorry. Roll call.
Member Renahan. Aye. Member Rutledge. Aye. Member Schwarzy.
Aye.
Member Tornatori.
Aye.
Member Zay.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Member Colbert.
Aye.
Member Desart.
Aye.
Member DeCiani.
Aye.
Member Eckhoff. Member Garcia.
Aye.
Member Hart. Member Krajewski.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Member Ozark.
Aye.
And Member Pachowski.
The items are combined. Please proceed.
I move to approve HHSP 10421, approval for contract purchase order with McKesson Medical Surgical Government Solutions with the Care Center, June 1, 2021 to May 31st, 2022, not to exceed 195,000. HHSP 10921, contract with Cisco Chicago for primary food supplies and chemicals for the care training services, JTK Administration Judicial Office Facility, June 1, 2021 through May 31st, 2022, not to exceed $1,152,570 per renewal. HHSP 10821, also contract with the Care Center for Amerisource Bergen Drug Corporation, pharmaceuticals for inpatient and outpatient pharmacy services, June 25th, 2021 through June 24th, 2022, not to exceed $2.4 million per renewal. And HHSP 10521, United Pharmacy Staffing for supplemental staffing for the pharmacy department, also for the Care Center, May 14th, 2021 through May 13th, 2022, not to exceed $50,000 per quote.
Second, Schwarzy.
Okay, we have a motion by Member Renahan, a second by Member Schwarzy. We have a roll call.
Member Renahan. Aye. Member Rutledge.
Aye.
Member Schwarzy.
Aye.
Member Tornatori.
Aye.
Member Zay.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Member Colbert.
Aye.
Member Desart.
Aye.
Member DeCiani.
Aye.
Member Eckhoff. Member Garcia.
Aye.
Member Hart. Member Krajewski.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Member Ozark.
Aye.
And Member Pachowski.
All ayes, the motion carries. Thank you. We move on to item B, judicial public safety. Member Renahan.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to approve JPSP 10321, renewal of contract purchase order to HOV Services to provide professional consultation, technical assistance with application systems for the circuit court clerk, June 1st, 2021 through May 31st, 2022, not to exceed $723,699.37, also renewal.
Second Desart.
We have a motion by Member Renahan, a second by Member Desart. Any discussion? Okay, Member,
I just want to say that I'm really glad to see this being updated. My past experience with real estate development, this was an essential service for me to be able to access, but it's all DOS based. It's very wonky, hard to get through. So glad to see that this is being brought up to date. Thank you.
great, thank you. Any other comments or discussion? Seeing none, we have a roll call, please.
Member Renahan.
Aye.
Member Rutledge.
Aye.
Member Schwarzy.
Aye.
Member Tornatori.
Aye.
Member Zay.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Member Covert.
Aye.
Member Desart.
Aye.
Member DeCiani.
Aye.
Member Eckhoff. Member Garcia.
Aye.
Member Hart. Member Krajewski.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Member Ozark.
Aye.
And Member Pachowski.
Okay, thank you, Member Ryan. We move on to item C, Public Works, Member Ozak.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I move to combine items 1 and 2.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a second by Member Wachowski. Can we please have a roll?
Member Ozark,
Aye.
Member Pachowski. Member Renahan. Member Rutledge. Member Schwarzy.
Aye.
Member Tornatori. Member Zay.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Member Covert.
Aye.
Member Desart.
Aye.
Member DeCiani.
Aye.
Member Eckhoff. Member Garcia.
Aye.
Member Hart. Member Krajewski.
Aye.
And Member LaPlante.
Okay, the items are combined. Please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I move to approve item FMP 010721, recommendation for the approval of a contract to C Armbrust Plumbing and Heating Incorporated to provide time and material plumbing services as needed for county facilities for the period May 15, 2021 through May 14, 2022 for facilities management for a contract total amount not to exceed $50,000 per renewal option under bid award 1939 FM, second option to renew. And I move for approval of PWP 010621, recommendation for the approval of a contract to Visu Sewer of Illinois LLC for CIPP sanitary sewer lining for public works for the period May 11th, 2021 through November 30th, 2021 November 30th, 2021 for a total amount not to exceed $241,780 per lowest responsible bid.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, and give that to Member Rutledge for the second. Do we have any discussion on these items? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Member Ozark.
Yes.
Member Pachowski. Renahan. Member Rutledge. Member Schwarzy.
Aye.
Member Tornatori. Member Zay.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Member Covert.
Aye.
Member Desart.
Aye.
Member DeCiani.
Aye.
Member Eckhoff. Member Garcia.
Aye.
Member Hart. Member Krajewski.
Aye.
And Member LaPlante.
Okay, all ayes, motion carries. We move on to item D, Stormwater, Member Zay.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move on SMP 10121, a contract issued to WBK Engineering for on-call professional engineering services not to exceed $75,000.
Second to start.
We have a motion by Member Zay, a second by Member Start, any discussion? Seeing none, we have a roll call, please.
Member Zay.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Member Covert.
Aye.
Member
Aye.
Member DeCiani.
Aye.
Member Eckhoff. Member Garcia.
Aye.
Member Hart. Member Krajewski.
Aye.
Member LaPlante. Member Ozog.
Aye.
Member Pachowski. Member Renahan. Member Rutledge. Member Schwarzy.
Aye.
Member Tornatori.
All ayes, the motion carries. Member Zay.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move on SMP 10221, contract issued to Runyon Equipment Company for crane truck repairs not to exceed $52,634.51.
Second to start.
We have a motion by Member Zay, a second by Member Desart. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Member Zay.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Member Covert.
Aye.
Thank you. Member Desart.
Aye.
Member DeCiani.
Aye.
Member Eckhoff. Member Garcia.
Aye.
Member Hart. Member Krajewski.
Aye.
Member LaPlante. Member Ozog.
Aye.
Member Pachowski. Member Renahan. Member Rutledge. Member Schwarzy.
Aye.
And Member Tornatori.
All ayes, the motion carries. Member Zay.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move on SMP 10021, contract issued to Alfred Benish and Company for professional land surveying services in the amount of $30,000.
Second to start.
We have a motion by Member Zay, a second by Member Desart. Any discussion? Seeing none, can we have a roll call, please?
Member Say.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Member Covert.
Aye.
Member Desart.
Aye.
Member DeCiani.
Aye.
Member Eckhoff. Member Garcia.
Aye.
Member Hart. Member Krajewski.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Member Ozog.
Aye.
Member Pachowski. Member Renahan. Member Rutledge.
Aye.
Member Swarzy.
Aye.
Member Tornatori.
Aye.
All ayes, the motion carries. Thank you, members A.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
We move on to item E, transportation. Member Pachowski.
Good morning, Madam Chair, and thank you. I would move to combine agenda items 1 through 5 under transportation agenda finance.
A motion
Second Desart.
by member Pachowski, a second by member Desart to combine these items. Can we have a roll call?
Member Pachowski.
Aye.
Member Renahan. Member Rutledge.
Aye.
Member Swarzy.
Aye.
Member Tornatori.
Aye.
Member Zay.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Member Covert.
Aye.
Member Desart.
Aye.
Member DeCiani.
Aye.
Member Eckhoff. Member Garcia.
Aye.
Member Hart. Member Krajewski.
Aye.
LaPlante.
Aye.
And Member Ozog.
Aye.
All ayes, please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to approve DTP 11121, a contract to BCR Automotive Group LLC, Village Ford, to furnish and deliver Ford motorcraft repair and replacement parts as needed, not to exceed 7,000. Move to approve DTP 112-21 to utility transport servicing for solid waste disposal of street sweepings and storm sewer oils as needed, not to exceed $60,000. Move to approve DTP 110-21, a contract to Northern Contracting Inc. to furnish and deliver, repair and install guardrails as needed for an amount not to exceed $100,000. Move to approve change order DTP 119A20, amendment to a resolution issued to Precise MRM LLC for fleet tracking equipment and service agreement for an increased amount of $6,705, resulting in an amended contract of $49,495. And lastly, move to approve amendment to DTP 239B20, amendment to a resolution issued to BLA to provide professional construction engineering services for a Scrivener's error.
Second Desart.
We have a motion by member Pachowski, a second by member Desart. Discussion on any of these items. Seeing none, roll call please.
Member Pachowski.
Aye.
Member Renahan. Member Rutledge.
Aye.
Member Swarzy.
Aye.
Member Tornatori.
Aye.
Member Zay.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Member Covert.
Aye.
Member Desart.
Aye.
Member DeCiani.
Aye.
Member Eckhoff. Member Garcia.
Aye.
Member Hart.
Aye.
Member Krajewski.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
And Member Ozog.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carries. Thank you, member Pachowski. We move on to item 8, finance resolutions. Member Krajewski.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move on FIR 0271-21 resolutions placing names on payroll.
Second.
We have a motion by member Krajewski, a second by member Garcia. Any discussion? We have a roll call, please.
Member Krajewski.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Member Ozog.
Aye.
Member Pachowski. Member Renahan. Member Rutledge.
Aye.
Member Swarzy.
Aye.
Member Tornatori.
Aye.
Member Zay.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Member Covert.
Aye.
Member Desart.
Aye.
Member DeCiani.
Aye.
Member Eckhoff. Member Garcia.
Aye.
And Member Hart.
All ayes, the motion carries. Thank you, member Krajewski. We move on to item number 9, informational. Member Krajewski.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to receive and place on file informational items, A, payment of claims, B, wire transfers, C, appointments, and D, grant proposal notifications.
We have a motion by member Krajewski and a second by member Tornatori. Do we have any questions on this? Okay, seeing none, we have a roll call, please.
Member Krajewski.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Member Ozog.
Aye.
Member Pachowski. Member Renahan. Member Rutledge.
Aye.
Member Swarzy.
Aye.
Member Tornatori.
Aye.
Member Zay.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Chavez.
Aye.
Member Covert.
Aye.
Member Desart.
Aye.
Member DeCiani.
Aye.
Member Eckhoff. Member Garcia.
Aye.
And Member Hart.
All ayes, the motion carries. Thank you, member Krajewski. We move on to item 10. I'd like to invite our county clerk Kasmerick up to give a presentation on voting equipment. Good morning. Good morning, Madam Chair, committee members. First, I want to thank you for the bipartisan support of funding you have allocated to our office. Whenever I have addressed the public on the topics of our new poll pads or the purchases of equipment and services essential for administering elections during a pandemic, I am pleased to credit the bipartisan backing of the county board. Today, I'm talking about the necessity of moving forward the RFP for new voting equipment for our county. Recently, we received a letter from Dominion Voting, the company which holds the license for our current voting equipment. Dominion stated that they are no longer able to extend hardware warranty/maintenance and license agreements upon completion of the current term. Bottom line, DuPage County will no longer be able to have certified elections with the current system. We have received confirmation from legal counsel of the Illinois State Board of Elections, Marnie Malowitz. She wrote that the Illinois Election Code provides that any form of voting machine not so approved cannot be used at any election. Our legal counsel, Pat Bond, deputized by the state's attorney's office, added, without the required support for the equipment and the absence of an available state certified alternative to the GEM software, the system is obsolete and incapable of legally running the next election in DuPage County. Unfortunately, the discontinuation of the support has left the county with no alternative but to pursue the purchase of a new voting system. Under Illinois law, any new voting machine purchased by the county must be approved by the State Board of Elections and the public notice provided prior to the next scheduled election, which is the general primary election on March 15, 2022. Here's an overview of the ages of voting equipment used in Chicago and the collar counties. Chicago's most recent purchase was in 2019, Cook 2018, Lake 2013 and 2015, Will County 2004 and 2010, Kane County 2006. In 2001, DuPage County purchased the optical scan equipment for paper ballots for $4.4 million. This is the main type of equipment used on election day and in the scanning of vote by mail ballots. In 2006, DuPage acquired touchscreen machines for ADA compliance for another $4 million. These purchases totaling $8.4 million were reimbursed by funding through the Help America Vote Act, HAVA, in 2002. While smaller HAVA grants are made annually to cover voter registration costs and cybersecurity, there is no funding at this time for major purchases of voting equipment. The original Help America Vote Act did not accommodate for the replacement or maintenance of voting equipment. Our U.S. representatives covering DuPage County understand our needs and fully support the funding of new voting equipment. The bill, H.R. 1, which provides states funding for voting equipment, was passed over 2 years ago, and it was reintroduced and passed this year. It is now in the Senate under S1, which, as it happens, will be discussed on the Senate floor today. As of now, there is no plan by the Illinois Assembly to move us into a vote by mail state. Mail ballots
have certainly gained in popularity during the pandemic and will likely have a permanent impact on polling place turnout. Also, there is no plan for our state to reduce the number of polling places or election judges. In 2022, we will be required to provide full accessibility to the electoral process with vote by mail, early voting, and election day options. We must be prepared for everything, and we can no longer wait. Our equipment, all equipment on the market is superior to what we have now. Our RFP will demand the highest security and accuracy protections, compatibility with our no-ink poll pads, high-speed scanners for mail ballots, expedited accuracy testing, write-in tabulation, and post-election auditing, intuitive disabled voter assistance choices, ranked voting capability and multilingual options, and election night reporting enhancements. Most significantly, I'm very pleased to announce that our new voting system will be 100% paper ballots. We have not moved beyond introductory discussions with vendors. A number of variables go into the pricing of voting equipment and services. In 2018, Cook County spent $31 million on new voting equipment for roughly 1.7 million voters. With 625,000 voters, we are a little bit more than a third of the size of Cook. We are working from a baseline estimate of 10 to 11 million. Again, at this stage, we cannot provide more information on pricing. We successfully administered 3 elections in just over a year during the pandemic with the bipartisan support provided by this board. I look forward to continue working with all of you as we move forward with this much needed purchase. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Great. Thank you so much, Clerk Kasmerick. A great presentation. I'd like to open this up for discussion, but just a reminder, today we're just seeking general consensus as to whether you approve to put the RFP out. So Member Tornatore and then Member Puchalski.
Thank you,
Member
Madam Chair.
Krajewski.
Thank you, Clerk Kasmerick. Is Dominion going out of business?
No, it's just that this equipment is old. It's maxed out and they're just not going to support it anymore.
Okay. And are other counties experiencing the same issues with Dominion as we will be, or we are?
Approximately half the state. It depends on when their agreements were running out. Maybe not all of them are running out right now, but if they aren't running out now, they will be running out soon.
Okay. And then the last thing, I was a little confused on the funding. You said there's some discussion on funding on the federal level, but there's nothing right now being discussed at the state level to reimburse or pay for any of this additional equipment. Did I
No,
understand that correctly?
right. The money has to start on the federal level and then it would be distributed to the states.
Okay, thank you. That's all I had. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Thank you, Jean. I really appreciate your presentation. I'm all for this and I appreciate you moving this thing because I think elections have to be run efficiently and effectively. Vote by mail seems to be the future. Are these high-speed scanners going to alleviate the, seems like days and days and days of counting these mailed-in ballots? Or are we still going to have that delay if you know?
Well, in the 2020 election, DuPage actually, even with our clunky machines, were able to get out the results of ballots that had arrived prior to election day. We were able to get those out right away. There is still that 2-week period following election day where we will continue to be counting ballots. That will continue to exist, even with the high-speed scanners.
Member Krajewski.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Gene, for the presentation. I'm all for going out for the RFP to get updated equipment. The one thing I do have a question on is in the RFP, some of the experiences that you've encountered, not only in a couple of years here, but maybe even prior with these old machines, to the extent they're machine related versus, internally related, are those going to be incorporated in the RFP as far as we're looking for machines that, will take care of issues that we've encountered? And I just go back to the last election where I'm not sure if it was a machine issue, but when they were highlighting the first person on each ballot in each race, where they highlighted that on the machine, I don't know if that was a machine issue, if that's something because it's old that we'll be able to take care of under new machines that come out, and that's going to be addressed in the RFP.
Well, we're not looking at touchscreen voting anymore, so that will no longer exist. And yes, we are asking for everything in the RFP. It's a very comprehensive RFP. Everything will be better and faster.
So the system that we're going to be looking at, it'll be 0 touchscreens, it'll all be paper?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Maybe I'm all for putting your RFP together and seeing what, I guess we'll see what costs are when they get those proposals back.
Thank you, Member Krajewski. Member Garcia.
Today, Clerk Kasmerick. I am so excited that this is going to be going out, and so I'm 100% behind getting this RFP out. To hear that we're going to go to 100% paper ballots is I think something that this county and I think the whole country needs at this point in time. We've got an oil facility that's being held hostage at this point in time. I don't think we want that to happen to our elections again. So so let's watch that. And then I think one of the questions I had was the intuitive reading of it for disabled persons. I think that's what it was doing when it was highlighting, I believe, in the last machine, some of the issues with that. And so when they do that with the paper ballots, how will they help that with the paper ballots? I guess I have a question on that.
Well, each system will be different,
Okay.
but that would most likely be an election ballot marking device. And so it sort of looks like a touch screen, but then at the very end of the process, a paper ballot is produced.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And I'm really looking forward to getting updated on this. I think it's well overdue. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Garcia. Do we have any other questions? Member Renahan, and then Member Rutledge, and then Member Dessart.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you so much for the presentation, Clerk Kasmerick, and thank you for your leadership. I know it has not been easy running 3 elections with some voting equipment that we know has been a long time coming, needing replacement. I think residents are going to be very glad to hear that we're moving this forward. I'm fully supportive of it. I am disappointed that HR1 is not moved. I mean, maybe we'll see some, positivity there, but not hopeful. So in the meantime, appreciate you moving this forward, and thank you for your presentation.
Thank you, Member Renahan. Member Dessart.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to thank Clerk Kasmerick for that very comprehensive report and presentation. If you're looking for consensus, I definitely would be 100% behind going out for an RFP. My question is, how would this be funded? Would the $10 to $11 million come out of reserves, or how would it be funded?
Yes, at this time, we have to take it out of reserves. We just can't budget $10 million or $11 million. It'd be coming out of reserves, and it's a perfect use for reserves because it's a one-time capital improvement.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you again, Clerk Kasmerick.
Thank you, Member Dessart. Do we have any other questions? Okay, can I just get a general consensus? Is it okay for the clerk to go ahead and put this RFP out? Majority in favor? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Madam Clerk. Thank you so much for the wonderful and thorough presentation, and I will look forward to seeing your RFP out soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. So with that, we move on to item 11, old business. Do we have any old business today? Okay, do we have, seeing none, we'll move on.
Old business.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Member
okay.
Garcia, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I just had a quick question on the, let me go back to that here. The budget transfers, there was a couple that were kind of confusing to me, and I think it's because I'm kind of a new board member here. There was one where there was a whole salary from 2020 for the sheriff's office, and I understand we voted on that, and it's all fine. But it was something about a compression, and I'm just looking for maybe some better explanations on those budget transfers so that we can maybe get a little bit more explanation when they're coming before the board members. I would appreciate that. Perfect. That's all I'm asking for. Okay, thanks, Jen.
Okay, great. Thank you. And do we have anything under new business? Okay, seeing none. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Second by member Rutledge. Can we have a roll call, please?
Aye.
Member Tornatori,
Aye.
member Zay,
Aye.
member Chaplin,
Aye.
member Chavez,
Aye.
member Covert,
Aye.
member Dessart,
Aye.
member DeCiani,
Aye.
member Echo, member Garcia,
Aye.
member Hart,
Aye.
member Krajewski,
Aye.
member LaPlante,
Aye.
member Ozog,
Aye.
member Pachowski, member Renahan, member Rutledge,
Aye.
member Schwarzy.
Aye.
All ayes. This meeting is adjourned until May 20.